Hello everyone, my name is Blade Walker and welcome back to our Let's Play for 7 Days to Die, Alpha 18.4. In the last episode, we went ahead and looked for some more books but didn't have much luck, and then we went ahead and we started the preliminary building of the Killing Corridor. Now, I thought I heard a zombie. In between videos, I went and checked our forges here, and they had finally run out of fuel and turned off. So I went ahead and I refueled them up, got everything crafting out of them, which means we're going to have some screamer issues, but that's okay. So, we ran out of time to finish in the last episode, the last bit of the Killing Corridor, so we will be working on that today. Let's see, we need these, and then we're going to... I was debating on whether or not to use full-size blocks, because realistically, you only want 2 blocks open. However, using any size block often will cause zombies to... Oh, yeah, I probably didn't want to make that 4, did I? That's okay, I know exactly how I can fix that. So, because this is considered a whole block, zombies generally won't run against it, so they'll pretty much stay only to the 2 center blocks. Now, some people like to make a single lane and then do this so that they pretty much will go single file. However, the issue with that is if they start getting blocked up, they will start swinging at each other and they'll end up hitting the walls and destroying the walls, and we definitely don't want that. Also, I did put a wedge tip here, and I realized afterwards that once I put the wall in, the wedge tip wouldn't really be useful, so I went ahead and I destroyed those. I wonder, can I... Oh, that did work. Interesting. So, we're going to go ahead and get this going, and I'm not sure how much of today's episode will be this. It could be the whole episode. We shall have to wait and see. Alright, let's go ahead. Oh, you know what? I can just do that. That'll work. And then we do this. There we go. Yeah, that actually is a mistake. I really should have only made this too wide. But that's okay. I don't mind. The bigger it is, the more easily accessible it is to the zombies. I've been working on upgrading all of the parts, and I will explain basically how this design works. As soon as I finish... Oh, nope. I need that. Copy rotation. Whoop. Probably should go ahead and finish this. I tend to like doing it 3 tall, but it's up to you how tall you want to make it. Technically 2 is fine, but I like to make it a little bit taller. And usually I will put a roof on it, but that's not necessarily, well, necessary. But it's all personal preference. The general design of the Killing Corridor and the premise behind it working is pretty much this here. Now, we can safely run across. However, for whatever reason, the zombies cannot. Now, because they do run, they will make it part of the way over, but then they'll slide off like that. And then they'll turn around, come right back here, because this is still the easiest way to get to me, and they'll run down the corridor over and over and over. And they won't ever get anywhere. Now, there are some minor issues with this design, one of which being if they take damage or if they fall too far, instead of just turning around and running, they'll actually start just randomly beating on blocks, which is a problem. We can't have that. So what I'll do is I'll upgrade all this stuff to steel, and that should definitely make a difference. One of the things Jawoodle did was he made a small ramp here so that when they fell, they wouldn't really fall, they'd more slide to the ground. And that does actually seem to help prevent them from going into the rage mode. But I'm not concerned about that. If it happens, I will certainly, or I should say if it happens often enough where they go into rage mode, I have no problem going ahead and adding that. But I think for what we're going to do, I think this is plenty sufficient. I don't think we're going to have much issue. But if we do, we can always fix that for the next Horde night. Now, as you can see, it is day 61, and the next horde is on day 63. This will definitely be done in plenty of time, so we are going to use this for the next horde night. Now, this is definitely a so-called cheese base. Basically, you can pretty much stand at the end of this and just AFK the whole night and nothing is going to happen to you. You will be 100% safe. Nothing is going to kill you. Nothing's even going to reach you. So, I don't intend to really stay in this base the whole night. I may well start over there, and if I get overwhelmed, then I'll come over here. The nice thing about this base is you don't have to create a ladder or a passage or a pathway to get up here. You can just run down the corridor yourself and then just run across, and the zombies won't be able to follow you. They'll try, and they'll fail. So, I intend to get as much of this steel as possible. I definitely like to get the stairs to steel and, of course, the supports. But more than that, I really don't think is necessary. I'll definitely do the walls at some point, mostly for the demolishers, because we definitely do not want demolishers demolishing anything. That would be really bad. So, let us see. Do I really want to make this that tight? I don't know. That seems kind of small to me. No, I definitely don't think I want to do that. For one thing, when the cops see us, they'll start spitting. Although in a recent video, Jawoodle noticed, through some testing, that feral, well, I don't know about feral, but definitely radiated cops don't actually have to see you to start spitting. They actually apparently have some sort of random timer or something where they will just start spitting if they haven't. Oh, shut up. I'll deal with you later. Actually, where is she? She's over there. I don't have a marksman rifle anywhere nearby. Okay, so I think what I'm going to do is actually... You whore. Ooh, and you dropped some loot for me. Oh, that's nice. Alright, come here, Edgar. We got runners. Bad feral. Okay, got him. I hear another one. Oh, I'm gonna have to go get a marksman rifle. Is she able to see me from all the way over there? I wouldn't think so. Okay, there we go. I was beginning to wonder if my defenses were working. Okay, so they are working. Alright, so actually I think I'll go ahead and come down here. We're going to go ahead and widen this a little bit because I want to make a space off to the side that I can use to dodge any possible projectiles from officers. Definitely do not want them to get to me if I can avoid it. So that should do that. Go ahead and upgrade those. Those are all done. These are mostly done. I don't know why I'm doing that. I can just run on up. Get as much of this stuff upgraded as possible. Should have no trouble getting it all upgraded. We've got a full 2 days left, or a day and a half anyway. No, 2 days. 2.5 days, yeah, because half of this day and then all 62 and 3. So, I think with that, let's go ahead and... Yeah, that should be nice. Let's go ahead and do that. And then I think... You know, I think that's probably sufficient. I mean, oh yeah, that's definitely enough. Yeah, that's fine. So, let's go ahead and build the walls here. And get this bad dog up and going. Oh, that's kind of a nice thing. I can put all the corners up on this side and not have to worry about doing this. Okay. Now, one thing I I temporarily forgot about. Anti-turkey defense. Stupid vultures. Need to think of a way to get to the vultures. And I realize I just did that, which was not smart. So, not exactly sure how I want to deal with the vulture issue. I'm thinking I might go ahead and get some more turrets. And I can make plenty of ammunition. I'm just completely out of lead right now, which is kind of a problem. Now, something else, if I have any, and I do not, so let's go ahead and head back over here. Hopefully no stupid screamers are over here. I'm not sure if I have any in here, but I should. Yes, I do. Plenty. Did I also have... Yes, I do. I'll take that too. Okay. Once again, if you're wondering how I'm getting through these so quickly, because if you hit the button once, it takes forever. All you got to do is hit the button twice in rapid succession while trying to go through the door, and it'll quickly let you through and then reclose behind you. Just another little tip that makes getting through those vault doors much, much easier. It works on vault hatches, but since getting into a vault hatch is a little more finicky, it's not quite as effective. But you can, in fact, do it with the... Man, the lighting is messing with me. I keep thinking that these things are not, or they're not, or they need to be, or can be upgraded, and unfortunately they cannot. Okay, so let's go ahead and hop on over here. Another thing that Jawoodle did, which I thought was quite clever, was to come up with a iron hatch. In fact, he actually did 2 of them. Or I should say 4. Ooh. Yeah, that's kind of important to finish that up, huh? Okay. Now, what he basically did here was he created a nice little defensive shield. Now, you can put... I don't know why I made 2. I guess I'll use them later. I was going to put 2 more on the top, and I realized that's not a good idea. The reason that's not a good idea is because it could change their pathing. With as it is right now, they only see 1 block being covered, even if these are closed, because it does take up that spot. But if I put 2 more up here, that might cause an issue with their pathing. So the nice thing about this is, 1, it keeps you from falling off. It'll keep them from coming in if they do, in fact, manage to somehow make it across, which it's rare, but it has happened. Plus, it also helps with the vomit defense from cops. So you can duck out of the way, and it'll definitely prevent you from taking damage, at least a little bit. So, okay, so that's pretty much it for this. I need to put the roof on, which I am going to do. We're going to do some wood bars. I don't know how many I need, but shouldn't be many. And then we are going to put some Wait, do I have any ladders? Apparently I do not. Should only need 1 or 2 ladders, but that's fine. Drop that. Take that. Now, obviously, I don't want to put the... shoot. Not what I wanted to do. You don't want to put the ladder back here, because if a cop vomit does get through, it will destroy the ladder. Even though, of course, I'm going to upgrade it and then put a wood plate in place. And the wood plate basically prevents you, if you get too quick, you won't be able to jump up because you'll hit the ladder. So what you do is you go on face, pop it down, and then even if you're up against the wall, you will climb the ladder. You won't have to worry about that. So that's a good thing. So let's go ahead and place our... Oh, can we do on face? No, apparently not. Copy rotation. Nope. All right, we'll go to... No, not simple. I did go to... No, I did on face again. Boom. Okay. So now the question is 3 high enough? I think 3's high enough. Now, I could, in fact, put these here and put them on the top. And, in fact, that is what I'm going to do. Crap. I was going to put them like this, but then I realized if I want to put a turret up here, it's going to be a little difficult to place it when it floats. So, yeah. On second thought, I think it's much better if we go ahead and do that. So, we're going to need to make more of these. And there we go. I'll be able to use the wooden hatch to get up here. So, yeah, that'll work. Okay. In fact, I'll go ahead and put that down now before I forget. Yeah, I hear you. Where are you? Oh, you're up there. Ah, blasted. Oh. Oh, that had to hurt. Yeah, the change to the shotgun in Alpha 18 where it now has a very limited range. I believe it's 12 blocks and then it pretty much does no damage after that. Kind of a bummer. Now, if you're wondering how this is floating, it's not actually floating. It's sitting on top of the ladder, which again takes up that whole block. Because I'm sure some people would look at that and be like, it's floating. That would actually be kind of cool, but fortunately that is not the case. Really? Do we have a roaming horde, maybe? Oh, that's it. We're going to take a short break. Yo, hey dummy, come on down. Yeah, that's what I want to do. No, don't do that. That's the exact opposite of what I want you to do. I do not want you doing that. Bad zombie. No biscuit. Alright, we're going to get a marksman rifle. I should have kept my pistol on me, but I didn't. Unfortunately, this means we're probably... See, I double hit the button, so that did that. Alright, let's get the Jeep and get the heck out of here real quick. Get over there. Oop, I just realized I didn't upgrade these. There we go. So much to do, so little time. I believe I didn't do this one either. Nope, I did not. Alright. Well, looks like our garden is ready, so that's nice. Gonna go ahead and pick those up real quick. Snag our things. I don't mind doing this whole punching thing to harvest plants, but I have to admit I do miss the old-fashioned just hit E or triangle to pick them up, because this really does take so much longer. I mean, it's not that big a deal, but I used to do mega farms, which were like 200-300 crops, and punching like this would take a very long time. But it's not the end of the world. I mean, it does work. It's effective. Alright, double check there's nothing in the truck. Oh, good lord, I didn't realize there was so much in the truck. Alright, give me a moment, because I don't think you guys are going to watch that much inventory management. Okay, and we're back. Went ahead and put everything away. Got a nice tier 6 marksman rifle, which I completely forgot I looted. Yeah, that's probably not a good idea, huh? Okay, so. Oops, this side. Alright. Okie dokie, let's go ahead and put away this and this and that and that. And I think that's good. Now, for the marksman rifle, I brought armor-piercing bullets, and I went ahead and I put in, I had to make, well, 3 of the 4, well, 2 of these. I had to make the 8x scope, the rad remover, and then I already happened to have a magazine extender and a silencer. Now, the silencer does not make it actually completely quiet. It just reduces the range at which the zombies will hear it. So, the only problem with it is that it does reduce the maximum damage and range, but the difference is so minor it's not that big a deal. Well, actually, the range looks like it's a pretty decent deal, now that I'm looking at it. Yeah, it looks like it reduces it by 12 blocks. But from going from 12 blocks with the shotgun to 39 is plenty fine, I think. And the range damage only went down by 3. Goes to 103 to 100. I don't know why it says -9. But yeah, the effective range definitely goes down by 12. But again, that's fine. It's not a weapon I'm actually going to use regularly. It's basically just for when I have to shoot something in the distance. So, let's get up here and finish this killing corridor. I did bring some steel so we can get some of this upgraded. Let's get all of this done. Definitely want to get these upgraded. I've got enough steel right now to do this whole thing, but nope. But I do want to kind of hold off on it. In fact, that may be most of my steel that I brought with me. I've got like 3,000 or 4,000. Alright, there's that. And this. Technically, that's all you really need to do, because when they fall, they're going to fall here, and when they go into rage mode, they'll attack the nearest thing, which means these. But oop. Oh, now that's okay. Now I got to do that. Like I said, I will definitely make pretty much all of this steel. But, and it will be steel before Horde Night. But I just want to kind of get some of the key spots that tend to get hit, which are pretty much these right here. So that should do. Alright, now we can come on over here and get up there. There we go. Now we can get up here and put our roof on. Alright, let's see. Oh, no, that's right, I want to do it here. On face should do it. Yep, and then copy rotation. And there we go. Kind of thinking maybe I should have made this one higher, but I don't think that's going to be an issue, and they can't get through there, so, well, crapper. I left my stuff in here. Got to go get the iron to reinforce those. Oh, I guess I got more steel than I thought I did. Alright, where's my iron? Uh-oh. Well, crapple. Looks like when I went back home, I put my iron away when I did the auto stack. Not a big deal. So, that looks like that's going to be it for that. Now, this also I intend to make completely steel as well. And we do need to work on this. And of course, I just put those away, didn't I? That's okay. We can just make some more wood bars. We don't need many. 10 maybe. Oop. Oh, this. Same thing. On face. Oop. Then copy rotation. Yeah, only needed 9, so that's good. Now, that will keep those little flying rat bastages from coming down and bugging me. Now that I think about it, I need actually quite a few more of these. So we're going to do... Yep, that'll work. Really? What the heck was that about? Okay. And here, here, and here. And there, and 2 more. Copy rotation just in case. There we go. Now, that should definitely keep us protected from the vultures. And if it isn't, I mean, they'll be right here and I can easily blaze them in the face. So, need to upgrade all this stuff to steel. And then, of course, I'm going to make the underground passageway. I don't know how the underground passageway is going to work for the killing corridor. I'm not positive. I'll have to think about it. I'm not sure. I mean, I guess I could technically just make... Well, there's not an even number, so that's kind of a bummer. I mean, I suppose I could just make something here that comes up the back from underground. I mean, it'll look kind of silly because it won't be even, but I guess really function over form is more important. So, I think that is probably good enough for now. Everything looks good. Now, some people do like to put a... zoom in, zoom out. Okay. They do like to put a roof over that, and it's not a bad idea, but since I've made it so wide, the idea is if they started to pile up because they get slowed down or stuck, they can come up to the top and they'll jump on that and try to jump over, which in this case really wouldn't make any difference. But since I made the hallway really wide, I'm not concerned about them piling up. So let's see, what are we looking at now? I think that's it for the moment. I think what I need to do next is get some of this done. I really want to get the workstation here going. So I think I'll do that, and then we'll start the next episode. Maybe we'll do some looting, or maybe we'll do some building. I'm not 100% on that. But I think that's going to do it for this episode. So, if you enjoyed the video, please feel free to leave a comment, suggestion, like, or subscribe. Have a great day, everyone, and I'll see you in the next episode.